So my country people, now the actual indictment is for the Kansas City 3, where they will be charged with 4 counts them, and I will talk about those counts them in a minute. As now for the important thing for known as the plaintiff, now the United States of American government, and now them 3 days, where we call them say the Kansas City 3, you get Claude Chi, you get Francis Chenyi Sr., and you get Langmi Nestor. Now the defendants in this, for this case, with American government, it charged them. Make we go through the 4 counts and for now make we see which way they actually accuse them of doing. So if we zoom in a little bit, make we look at the counts them. Say count number 1, it talks in a conspiracy to provide material support or resources to a foreign terrorist organization or to people in a foreign country that are committing terrorism. So this one are just conspiracy, way means planning to carry out the act. You know, must succeed. If you just plan for carry out a criminal act, that is conspiracy, and that itself is a crime. So it says 18 USC 2339 alpha. It talks that charge it carry a maximum 15 years imprisonment and also a maximum $250,000 fine and a maximum 3 years supervised release, and this one a class C felony. Now we move on to count number 2. They charge them with actually providing the material support or resources to people in a foreign country who are carrying out a terrorist act. So it says so they charge them for the conspiracy, the planning of it, and they also charge them because they know that they get the evidence say they actually succeed for carry out the support or providing support and or resources to the people them in a foreign country where they commit a terrorist act. So they charge them with that USC, with this one for United States Penal Code number 18 USC 2339 alpha and 2 as an official. So that one too it carry another maximum 15 years imprisonment, another $250,000 fine, and another maximum 3 years supervised release after. So now that one it carrying that one they call them saying a class C felony as well. Now count number 3. This one they say receiving money from a ransom demand. So they get evidence. Say these 3 people in the Kansas City 3, Langmi Nestor, them Claude, and Francis Chenyi, they don't actually receive money after some person don't be kidnapped and then they demand ransom. So now they charge them with that 18 USC 880 and 2, where it carry a maximum of 3 years imprisonment, another $250,000 fine, and a maximum of 3 years supervised release, and this one a class E felony. Now we'll go on to count number 4. For me, this one even be more serious because it carry a maximum of 20 years imprisonment, $500,000 fine, and another 3 years supervised release, and this one a class C felony. This one count number 4, that conspiracy to launder monetary instruments. So the United States government now you charge them with all of these counts them, 4 counts them for American court, no be Cameroon court, and this one now the actual indictment is where I go read and for now. What we need for no say this one I just want for read and for now just page 1 of 10 pages for this document where it will be filed on the 18th of November 2022, and the document it will be sealed till the 28th of November 2022, when the 3 people that will actually be arrested, Langmi Nestor, Claude, and Francis Chenyi, they will be arrested. So for now, we want to follow up the case. Now the case number that una search it will give una more information about the case. So now for page 2, they talk about the common allegations the way the United States government it charged them. The talk say, at all times relevant to this indictment, Claude Chi is a United States citizen residing in or around Lee Summit in Missouri. Chenyi is a U.S. citizen residing in or around St. Paul in Minnesota, and Langmi Nestor, another U.S. citizen residing in or around Buffalo, New York. So now the 3 things that I don't state now the talk say, beginning at a date unknown, but no later than January the 1st, 2018, and continuing on to the present, the defendants supported and raised funds for separatist fighters in an ongoing Cameroonian rebellion. The defendants each held senior level positions within an organization that supported and directed the militant separatist group known as the Amba Restoration Forces, the ARF, and other separatist fighters within Cameroon's Anglophone regions. The defendants solicited and raised funds for equipment, supplies, weapons, and explosive materials to be used in attacks against Cameroon government personnel, security forces, and property, along with other civilians believed to be enabling the government. These funds were raised through online chat applications and payment platforms from individuals located in the United States and abroad. The funds were then transferred from various financial and cryptocurrency accounts controlled by the defendants through intermediaries to the separatist fighters to support attacks in Cameroon. Paragraph 5, the talk say, in addition to the funds that were raised through voluntary donations, the defendants conspired with others to kidnap civilians in Cameroon and hold them for ransom. In some instances, United States citizens were extorted for ransom payments to secure the release of their kidnapped relatives in Cameroon. These ransom demands were couched as fines for violating rules imposed by the separatist groups and contributions to the separatist cause. So they continue for talk say, in at least one instance, the defendants coordinated and personally received the ransom payment. When I say I'm no, they personally received the ransom payment from a US-based victim and informed the kidnappers located in Cameroon when the ransom payment was received. The ransom payments were subsequently transferred to the separatist fighters in funding their operations. So when I say I'm saying this, so the US government, it actually get evidence, say they don't actually kidnap person where a family member then for America and the family member for America pay ransoms to Claude, Langmi Nestor and Francis Chenyi, and then they transfer the information and the money to the Amba terrorists on the ground and they release their family members them. So they get the evidence, and this one it will only work if the victims they complain. So the victims they don't come forward, they provide evidence, they will don't transfer money to this so and so person for the purpose of releasing my family member. They don't show them the evidence, say this, so their communication with Langmi Nestor, Claude them, their communication, negotiation for the release of their family members them. Now concrete evidence where they go fry them now inside Munyanga oil. They go fry them. Now why the way they be indicted, they be arrested and they be held in prison while awaiting trial. They don't be held now for 2 years in prison, no trial, because the evidence gathering phase and all of that and it's still going on, and it be so crucial because of the charges. Now why the way they no one for leave them so that they go make sure say they no go out and may they no run or may they no continue for the commit more crimes them. It be very difficult for America for a whole person for up to 2 years on just charges without trial. But their own, because now terrorism related cases, the way it involve violence, kidnapping for ransoms, now why the way the United States government, it deny for give them bail, it deny for give them house arrest, it deny for let them free until after the trial, and then they lock them up. Now we therefore page 3, we get paragraph 6, 7 and 8. Make we read them for now. So page 3, it talks say the manner and means of the conspiracy. Now remember I said conspiracy, it just means planning to carry out the act. You don't must succeed. If you just plan for commit something within a crime, that itself is a crime. So the conspiracy itself, the talk say, beginning on a date unknown but no later than the 1st of January 2018 and continuing unto the present date, the defendants funded and directed separatist fighters operating in and around Ngoketunja division in Cameroon. They called it Ngoketunja County. So Francis Chenyi acted as the county chair for Ngoketunja County. Langmi Nestor acted as the chairman of the Ngoketunja Security Council and the defense spokesperson for the Ambazuna National Security Council, the ANSC, and the chairman of the Balikumbad Local Government Area, LGA, or Security Council. So now the positions in that way they be hold them. How I think the American government know all of this? Because they get their communication. We get everything where they talk inside their WhatsApp groups and everything. The United States government get their communication. So they continue for talk say. So Claude acted as the treasurer of the Ngoketunja Security Council and as the chair of the NDOP LGA Security Council. Now, paragraph 7 talk say, beginning at a date unknown, but no later than January the 1st, 2018 and continuing unto the present, the defendants raised over $350,000 in donations, primarily from donors in the United States and Europe. These funds were used to support the operations of the ARF and other separatist fighters operating in and around Ngoketunja division. So, paragraph 8 talks say, the defendants authored a document titled 2020 End of Year Statement in Ngoketunja County. This document, now you nailed them because the United States government, it get this document, it get their contributions them and which way they don't do them, and I go read them for now. Now, based on that document, way they use information from that document for charge them. Now, paragraph 8 talks that the defendants authored this document titled 2020 End of Year Statement, which documented their organization's accomplishments, the income and expenses. According to these records, the defendants raised $88,455 in 2020. Itemized expenses included at least 10 entries related to IEDs and 10 entries related to firearms and ammunition. Other expenditures included funds related to specific separatist operations, including the kidnapping of traditional ruler named Sem Mbinglo II, holder of the title of Fon, or leader of the Nsot people, and Christian Cardinal Tumi on November the 5th, 2020. Now, I hope so when I get the point, when I get the picture now, it don't become clear. The Fon of Nsot is kidnapping and Cardinal Tumi is kidnapping. Now, one of the biggest reasons why Claude, Langmi Nestor, and Francis Chenyi are there for prison today. And now, why the way I don't they hammer on this? The people that from Nsot, where they talk today, so no, make we forgive and forget, let bygones be bygones. No, because these things will repeat itself if we decide for forgive and forget. We fit forgive for the spirit of, reconciliation, but we should never forget. And now, whether we need for build monuments, we need for write history books, we need for build museums, for make sure so make we know forget the history and make we know repeat them in the future. So the Fon of Nsot is kidnapping and Christian Cardinal Tumi they are kidnapping on November the 5th, 2020. It be very important for we to remember because it changed the tide. For the first time, the United States of America, it charged ambassador terrorists for committing or sponsoring acts of terror inside Cameroon because of the kidnapping of these two people. Now, you take them down. And at that time, when they be doing, they be there for Facebook, they be glad, they celebrate. So that one my contributed. Now, page number 3 for this document. So page 4 of the document is start with the items and where the defendants them, the 3 people them, the Langmi Nestor them, from Ngoketunja County, when at themselves they claim they are touting, saying that their achievements them during 2020, where they talk say they don't do for the so-called Ngoketunja County, and they name a few of them for here. They talk say, the successful disruption of the La République du Cameroon celebration of their national days, namely 11th of February and 20th of May, targeting civilians. B, disruption of planned meetings by La République du Cameroon regime for school resumption in our territory, targeting civilians. School resumption, school picking them, they stop schools, they made no hold. C, 1 month lockdown for the territory in solidarity with our traders, targeting civilians. Lockdown didn't affect Cameroon military. Now they say D, they say complete push of frogs. They say in bracket Cameroon soldiers. No, frogs just mean francophones them out of our communities, targeting civilians them. So when I say and say all the activities the way they write down for their reports for the so-called Ngoketunja report for 2020, where they brag, they're proud, say they don't achieve them. All of them, they target civilians them. Now, they say E, multiple arrest and prosecution of enablers, targeting civilians. And F, they talk say the successful intervening and arresting of chief enabler, the Fon of Nsot, Cardinal Tumi, and the delegation on the campaign trip to Bui, amongst others. So, unafisi and say this, so all of these things and way the Langmi Nestor them for their document where they write them, where they proud, they brag saying that the achievements, now the things in this way, the United States government they use them for indict them, where they go for prison for. So paragraph 9, it go on for talk say, on November the 5th, 2020, Langmi Nestor issued a voice message to separatist fighters in Cameroon stating that he had learned that political enablers would be traveling through Ngoketunja County and that any convoy should be put down. On or about November the 9th, 2020, Langmi Nestor again described on a Facebook live video how he learned of the travel plans of the Fon of Nsot, Sem Mbinglo II, and Cardinal Christian Tumi, and he coordinated their kidnapping by the Ngoketunja County ARF on November the 5th, 2020. When I see how stupid this will be, the plan for kidnap people them, and then they go for Facebook, go they brag about them. Hi, this people the door. Now, now paragraph 10 for here it talks about it. On June the 2nd, 2020, Claude sent a message to Francis Chenyi requesting funds for an unindicted conspirator known as Captain Fire, later known as General Fire. So Captain Fire, or at that time, even a Captain Fire, later they start calling her General Fire because they don't give galong. So now, the General Fire, it then from Koketunja. So now, Claude they ask Francis Chenyi, say, make it give money, make they buy material them for an attack against various government and civilian buildings in Dop Cameroon. Now, the targets where they be one for attack them include 1, the Ministry of Economy, Planning and Regional Development, Minepat, and then you get in Dop Community Hall, you get a Royal Garden, you get the Special Branch Police Station, you get the Legal Department, you get the Grandstand, the new and the old one, and you got the new divisional officer. You see, I say all their targets, they are targeting civilians, and why the way they charge them with conspiracy to provide material support to aid acts of terror in a foreign country, because terrorism is when you use violence against civilians to achieve a political aim. You see, I say all their targets them, now civilians them, and I know say someone when I think say they so police now military. No, police are civilians. Military now the army, the air force, the navy, now military that. Gendarmes now paramilitary. Yes, if you consider the military, but the police are civilian. In every country in the world, police are civilian. Even police, the way they carry guns, they are civilians. If una no be know, make una know today. So all their targets, as na official, now civilian targets them. So now why do they charge them of committing or sponsoring terrorism in a foreign country? So the indictment for page 4, it continued by saying the cost estimated for the materials was 574,000 francs CFA, and then Koketunja County expense report included a 9 June 2020 entry for this expense titled Ndop LGA Mission Logistics for 575,000 francs CFA. On June the 21st, 2020, Captain Fire sent Claude 5 photos of buildings in early stages of fire, stating that the new divisional officer or the new DO office and the last office down. And then Claude responded, confirm our able captain. So how una think say so the American government know exactly which way Captain Fire send them for Claude and exactly which way Claude respond back to Captain Fire, say, confirm our able captain. How the American government know, say, Captain Fire be send Claude exactly 5 pictures. Now, because they get access to this information, they have the pictures, the videos, all their conversations. The people, the way they donate their money, the American government has all of this information. Many more people will go down. Now, why that way the investigation, it takes so long? Now, why the way the American government, it don't hold them for more than 2 years without trial, because the investigation is going on. Many more people will go down. When I go here, when I go see them now. So for continue for page 5, we get now paragraph 11. It talks say, on July the 2nd, 2020, Langmi Nestor submitted a request to Francis Chenyi for 3 million francs to purchase 2 firearms for the vampires of Koketunja County. In Koketunja County records prepared by the defendants included a payment on July the 11th, 2020 for 3 million francs for 2 firearms for Captain Fire. Paragraph 12, it talks say, on December the 26th, 2020, now it don't become now General Fire, sent a message requesting that that Francis Chenyi appoint him as the head of the vampires and confirm his continuing loyalty to the Koketunja Defense Council. Francis Chenyi confirmed that he would appoint General Fire as the leader of the vampires. So now see how the terrorists them on the ground, they work with the Shido Weblers in the diaspora for give themselves titles so that they go give them loyalty. So for this small 3 million where they send them for go buy 2 AK-47 or because the guy on the ground don't swear loyalty to Francis Chenyi and Sako Ekome group, they go make he general. When I see how the what do they call and say quid pro quo relationship and arrangement it happened, right? So now we'll continue. Paragraph 13 talks say on December the 2nd, 2020, Francis Chenyi sent Claude a video recording of a list of materials for constructing IEDs and associated costs that include A, B, C, D, and all of these ones. So they want to buy 3 buckets of gunpowder, 6 batteries, remote controls, 6 starters, cutting blades, 4 buckets of pepper and zinc. Wait, the one buy pepper for put her inside the IED. Oh, I swear to God, they buy na pepper, no be paper. They say pepper. They want buy na pepper for put her inside the IED. Oi. See, primitive explosives and primitive amber shit, no white blast them. Now weapons, they just say that one use for defeat Cameroon military. Pepper. Okay. Now, when I see and say this, so for continue for page 5, the talk say the total estimate for the materials was 306,000 francs CFA. Francis Chenyi asked Claude whether they could sponsor the IED materials, and towards December the 6th election, so they will want to target the election for 2020. So referring to the December 6, 2020 regional elections held in Cameroon. On December the 3rd, 2020, Francis Chenyi sent Claude a receipt confirming the transfer of 310,000 francs CFA. This expense was recorded by Chi and Chenyi on Koketunja County accounting documents. So everything where they will do, which is good, they will keep records, which is nice because now the United States government has access to those records and they could prosecute them based on those records. They could go for prison for a very long time and contribute them. When I don't see the charges them, the maximum prison sentence where they face them, one are 20 years, 2 of them are 15 years. Even if they find them guilty on just 1 count and they give them the maximum sentence, now 15 years in prison. And I go can explain for a little bit later exactly what way it mean for go for prison for that length of time, even now for 2 years. The cost, the toll where it could be placed on you as an individual and then your family and the rest. We can't talk about that subsequently, my contributor. So the indictment, it continue for page 5, the talk say on December the 16th, 2020, Francis Chenyi created a messaging group he called the Bamesing Action Team with Claude and others, included co-conspirator located in Cameroon referred to as General Sagon or Sagon. So now General Sagon, now the same shit, no white last way, we don't already kill him. Okay? So now the conspirators exchanged messages where they advocated for a strategy of employing IEDs against Cameroonian forces. The conspirators encouraged General Sagon to make a video of an IED attack. So when I see how they risk this in their lives, in order for them to raise money for America, they want to show stupid Facebook videos for ginger the population, say they are doing something on the ground, and also for show say the money where they donate them to be used on the ground. Okay, now, in order for them to get those videos, they need to tell this beginning like General Sagon, say, they go make stupid videos. And now, if the videos, they know people, they no go donate money. They go talk, say, place the code, place don't code. Who's our money they go? So now, they actually actively require, say, General Sagon, make videos of an IED attack so that they go use them for Facebook. And now when I see the importance of blacklist, because we blacklist them, we don't come inside the picture now. We don't make them be damn near impossible for Amba them for the broadcast those kind of stupid videos on Facebook because we exploit them. For way Cameroon military and Cameroon authorities, they don't ever they exploit them. We they take those videos and now analyze them, release important information from those videos and where it lead directly to the kumkumization of the terrorists where they carry out those acts. For example, we didn't know them, identify their names, their faces, their family members, them, and give vital information where it go directly link to consequences on them. Now, one of the reasons that way many of the terrorists now, they fear for make videos and for put them for Facebook. Even though the ones for diaspora, they beg them all the time, say, make videos and send them for we so that we put them for Facebook. But the ones for Facebook, they fear for make such videos and because we the black legs them, we use them against them, we make them impossible for them for make those videos and for continue for the spread those kind of propaganda. So on page 7, my country people then paragraph number 18, when I see I'm for here. The indictment talks on March the 9th, 2021, Langmi Nestor sent a recorded voice message to Claude, advising that the governor of Cameroon's northwest region was headed to Ngoketunja County. Langmi Nestor encouraged all fighters to ensure that the governor was picked up and does not leave the territory. An unindicted co-conspirator forwarded Langmi's voice message to the Bamenda Action Team Group and stated that 2 million francs CFA for any unit that will deliver the governor. So now see how they plan for kidnap the governor of Northwest or for kill for murder civilian, no be na military target that. So now they go on now for talk about they count them. So they say count 1, the conspiracy to provide material support or resources to a terrorist organization in a foreign country. That's the full title of the count. So the talk say these people, the way they don't indict them, Claude, Francis Chenyi, and Nestor Langmi, the three of them, whether the defendants and other persons known and unknown to the grand jury, did knowingly and willfully combine, conspire, confederate, and agree with each other to provide and attempt to provide material support and resources as defined in Title 18, United States Code Section 2339 Alpha B, including currency and monetary instruments, collectively, money, property, weapons, and services knowingly and intending that such money, property, and weapons and services were to be used in preparation for and in carrying out violations of Title 18 USC Section 956 Alpha, conspiracy to kill, kidnap, and maim persons in a foreign country. So now they count that way, they talk and then they continue now for the next page. They talk say count 2. They say Claude, and Francis Chenyi, they did knowingly and unknowingly provide and attempt to provide material support and resources with 310,000 francs CFA, knowing and intending that the material support and resources were to be used in preparation for and in carrying out a violation of Title 18 United States Code Section 2332 Alpha in brackets B, conspiracy to use a weapon of mass destruction outside of the United States. So now see now they count in that, and then they go on for explain count 3, receiving money from a ransom demand. The defendants them, with the list and for here, Claude, Francis Chenyi, and Nestor Langmi, received, possessed, and concealed $1,500 that was obtained from the transmission in interstate and foreign commerce for a communication that contained a demand for ransom for the release of kidnapped persons in violation of U.S. Title 18, 875 Alpha, knowing the same to have been unlawfully obtained in violation of Title 18 U.S.C. Section 880 and 2. So they go on for read count 4, where they indict them conspiracy to launder monetary instruments, where they talk say Claude, Langmi Nestor, and Francis Chenyi, they did unlawfully and knowingly conspire and agree to transmit and transfer monetary instruments and funds from a place in the United States to a place outside the United States within Cameroon, with the intent to promote and carrying on of specified unlawful activities, conspiracy to use weapons of mass destruction outside the United States in violation of United States laws. So this one now, a true bill, it be signed by the grand jury on the 18th of November 2022, and it will be sealed and it will be unsealed after they will be arrested on the 28th of November 2022, where it don't be exactly 2 years ago. So my country people them, make una understand say there are 3 Ambazonia terrorists in the United States of America where they for prison right now as a result of their terrorist attack on the Font of Saw and Cardinal Tumi on the 5th of November 2020. So if this one it be been a Cameroon where they arrest them and they incarcerate them, awaiting trial for more than 2 years, many of them have come out on the streets with the stupidity and the usual nonsense, claiming whoa kangaroo, whoa banana republic and all of that nonsense. But now when at the United States of America, waiting on a good talk.